So this problem looks a little different than our normal two-step problem. Let's read it out loud. n+6, that entire thing is being divided by -4 equals 10. So this is one of our special cases. The way that I recognize that it's a special case is I see that the whole thing is a fraction on the left. This entire side of the equation is a fraction. It's not that there's just part of it that's a fraction. The n+6, two numbers are in the top of a fraction. When you see that one whole side of your equation with the variable is a fraction, then you have to think about it as you have to get rid of the fraction before you can solve. Now this is an exception because normally we get rid of this +6 first. But it's actually both of them are being divided by -4. It's actually, if I rewrite it, it's n divided by -4 plus 6 being divided by -4. Since both of these numbers are being divided by -4, you have to get rid of the division, in this case first, before the +6. Okay, so that's what makes it a special circumstance. But we solve the same way. It just so happens we have to, the first step is of course to recognize, hey, this is a little different. And once you recognize that it's a slightly different problem, then you can solve it. All right, so before I can get rid of the plus, which is what I'd normally do first, because it's a special circumstance, I want to get rid of this divided by -4. Remember, fraction bar just means division. So the opposite of dividing by -4 is going to be to multiply by -4. And I'm going to use a dot to indicate multiplication. That way I don't confuse it with a variable. So I do times -4 on both sides. Now that is going to cancel it out and make 1, because if I have -4 divided by -4, that ends up being just 1. So it's going to leave me with 1 n+6, or just n+6. So that's our first step in this special case. Okay, special case. All right, now I'm going to bring down what's left, which is my n+6. I got rid of the division part, so one number is gone, and I still need to get the n by itself by getting rid of the +6 that's left. 10 times -4, positive and a negative make a negative. 10 times 4 is 40. All right, so I bet you know how to solve it from here. I wouldn't be surprised. We still have this +6 or +6 left, right? So when I get rid of it, I have to do a -6. The opposite of adding is subtraction. -6, and we bring down what's left. So now I have n on this side, n +0, because this makes a 0. And on this side, a negative, and I'm subtracting more negatives. I have a negative number, and I'm making it more negative. So I keep the negative sign, and altogether I have 46 negatives. So n equals -46. So remember, if you see a big fraction on one side, where n and some other number is being divided by a value, you do have to get rid of the multiplication or division first, and then the adding and subtracting.